I'm Michael, and this is Wallace Wise, where the dollar talks, the market breathes, and the news comes raw. Let's go. Breathe easy. AI investment in the U.S. Why now is the best time to enter the market? U.S. Money News. I'm Michael, and we're going to talk about AI investment in the U.S. Why now is the best time to enter the market? Discover why AI investment in the U.S. is booming in 2025 and how to position yourself early in this rapidly growing market. If you've been waiting for a sign to invest smarter in 2025, here it is. Artificial intelligence AI is changing everything, from how we shop to how giant companies make decisions, and those who understand this early invest better. AI investment in the US is already causing big changes around the world, and this may just be the beginning. In the past 2 years, we've seen the boom of platforms like Chat, Gemini, Claude, and others. What used to be science fiction is now in our pockets, offices, and even in our financial planning. But here's the important question. Are you taking advantage of this as an investor, or just watching it happen? Why AI investment in the U.S. is gaining momentum. The United States has emerged as the global epicenter for artificial intelligence innovation. And that's exactly why AI investment in the U.S. is gaining significant momentum in 2025. The combination of government incentives, tech industry dominance, and a thriving startup ecosystem makes the American AI landscape especially attractive to investors worldwide. Government incentives fueling AI growth. Recent legislation like the CHIPS and Science Act and the Biden administration's AI executive order have positioned the U.S. as a leader in both AI development and regulation. These initiatives are not just symbolic, they include billions in funding, tax breaks, and public-private partnerships that are accelerating AI adoption across industries. Industry leaders driving innovation, U.S.-based tech giants such as NVIDIA, Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI are investing heavily in AI research and product development. Their leadership is setting standards globally and shaping where capital flows. Many of the most promising artificial intelligence stocks in the U.S. belong to these very companies, a hotbed for AI startups. The U.S. hosts more AI startups than any other country, particularly in innovation hubs like Silicon Valley, Boston, and Austin. From healthcare AI to fintech applications, American startups are creating scalable AI solutions and offering early investment opportunities via crowdfunding and venture capital. How to start investing in artificial intelligence in the U.S. If you're exploring AI investing opportunities in the U.S., you'll be pleased to know there are several accessible paths for different types of investors. Whether you're risk-averse or looking for early-stage potential, the American market has a range of options. 1. Invest through AI-focused ETFs. Exchange-traded funds ETFs like Global X Robotics and Artificial Intelligence ETF bots. And ARK Autonomous Technology and Robotics ETF ARKQ allow investors to gain exposure to a basket of US-based AI companies without picking individual stocks. 2. Buy shares in leading AI companies. Public companies like NVIDIA, Palantir, Alphabet, Google, and Meta are among the top artificial intelligence stocks in the U.S. These companies are leading AI innovation and are accessible to retail investors through standard brokerage accounts. 3. Invest in AI startups via equity crowdfunding for those looking to support early-stage innovation. U.S. platforms like Republic, StartEngine, and SeedInvest provide access to AI startups seeking capital. These options often come with higher risk, but they also offer the potential for outsized returns. For those interested in AI investment in the U.S., there are multiple paths: tech-focused ETFs, direct stock purchases of companies like NVIDIA and Palantir, or even early-stage investments via U.S.-based crowdfunding platforms. The market is not waiting for anyone. In 2023 alone, companies like NVIDIA and Microsoft saw gains that left many people regretting not having gotten in earlier. The AI sector is expected to move over $1 trillion by 2030. According to Bloomberg, that's right, trillions. OpenAI, for example, already has direct partnerships with Microsoft, which is integrating AI into everything from Word to Azure. Amazon is doing the same, boosting AWS with machine learning solutions. Even companies that aren't originally tech-based, like banks and retail chains, are getting heavily involved in this game. The message is clear: companies that don't adopt AI will lose market share, and those who invest in the right companies could profit significantly. It's not just about technology, it's about necessity. In the face of inflation, high interest rates, and economic uncertainty, investing wisely means looking for sectors with resilience and real growth. AI meets both criteria easily. It reduces cost, increases efficiency, creates new products, and revolutionizes entire markets. The difference now is that AI is no longer starting out, it's already generating real revenue. This attracts institutional investors, pension funds, asset managers, and of course, the everyday investor who doesn't want to be left behind. Highlighted companies for 2025 that are investing in AI investment in the U.S. If you're thinking about getting into the sector, here are some companies analysts are pointing to as promising. NVIDIA, NVDA, the absolute leader in AI chips and graphics computing. Growth in 2024 was massive and hasn't peaked yet. Microsoft, MSFT, with its multi-billion-dollar investment in OpenAI and massive AI integration into Office products and Azure, it's a giant in this game. Palantir, PLTR, focused on data intelligence and U.S. government contracts. High capacity for expansion and innovation. Alphabet, GOOG, Google's parent company is betting big on generative AI with the Gemini project, which will impact all its revenue areas, Amazon AMZN, integrating AI into AWS and cloud services. Poised to grow even more as companies seek on-demand AI infrastructure, of course. None of these are automatic by recommendations. The ideal approach is to study, diversify, and consider your risk profile. But the fact remains, these companies are literally building the future. Don't let this train pass you by again. How many times have you heard someone say, if only? I had invested in Amazon in the early 2000s. Exactly. Now's your chance not to repeat that regret. AI isn't hype. It's a structural transformation, and it's creating new opportunities every single day. And here's the best part. Today, you can invest in these giants with accessible amounts. Even if you don't live in the US, there are secure, regulated platforms that allow fractional investing with low initial capital. You can, in fact, build a portfolio with exposure to AI in a responsible, strategic, and growth-focused way. Conclusion: artificial intelligence is not just a trend. It's one of the biggest economic revolutions of the century. If you're looking for a sector with real potential, strong fundamentals, and long-term vision, AI cannot be ignored. Study, choose wisely, and invest smart. The future is being programmed now, and you can be on the right side of the equation. If AI investment in the US interests you, take the opportunity to learn even more with the book selected for you, and then also see how to buy Bitcoin P2P securely in 2025. I believe you will like this subject. See you soon. Investor, info delivered, mission complete. This was Michael on WalletsWise, where smart strategies lead to real results. Make your money count. See you next time. That's a wrap for WalletsWise.